If you can't kill a boss, no reason why you can't look like one. Moogle putting the wow in transmogs.
Well, I think this is a bit of an interesting look for mages. It works really well for arcane, maybe fire, maybe frost, no, probably not. So we got a mix here of some mop pieces as well as some current pieces in Shadowlands. As you can see, the chest is a tunic from Castle Nathria Mythic, and we're also going to be pulling the legs from that same source as well as the belt. As you can see, Belt of Embodied Terror. Well, actually, the belt is not from Castle Nathria. It looks like it is, because you see that little redness on your right side there. Those little, like, almost flasks that are hanging out. It looks like it's part of the belt, but those are actually part of the pants. And anyway, Battle of Dazzalahor. Anyway, one of those might be right, one of those might be wrong, not really sure. But nevertheless, you could see it, and you might have even done the raid, and you're like, what is this guy talking about? Malevolent Gladiators on the boots. Those, of course, are from Mob. Now, the back is also from the raid that I just can't pronounce. Keep in mind, that's Mythic. The headpiece here is Tomb of Sargeras Heroic, so we're spinning all the way back to Legion to get that headpiece. Moving on to the final piece here in this set, the weapon, Maledict Opus. That would be Mythic. Definitely going for a look here for fire. It's fire, no doubt about it. It's got that kind of grayish brown look to it, in the red and yellow, and it goes really well. Shoulder pads of Twisted Fate, as you can see, that's from Mop. The chest piece spins you all the way back to the beginning, a place called Vanilla, where it was simple and fun, and everybody loves it until they go out and play Vanilla Classic, and they say, was it really like this? I don't remember it being like this. Anyway, the belt, Warmongering Gladiator's Court of Cruelty. If you're on the Horde side, you're going to have to go wild to get that belt. And now we're going to go to the legs, which are Ferocious Combatants Fellweave Trousers. That's an Alliance-only piece. I'm not sure of the coloring on the Horde, but there are some kind of borderline lookalikes that work, so check Wowhead for that. The bracers, Reinforced Test Subject Shackles, Uldir Heroic on those bracers. So keep in mind, we're going with bracers here instead of gloves. The feet are Furious Gladiator Slippers of Salvation. That would be Wrath of the Lich King PvP vendor, Marks of Honor, to get those boots. Moving right along, we're going to hook you up with an Undead Mage in the back, Mantle of Fury, Mount Hyjal Quest Reward. Now, the quest reward is for plate wearers, but you can't equip it as a clothy, but you can mog it. Trust me, I've done it myself, so it's the way it is. And the weapon, as you can see, Black Morass. Got a sweet looking purple and gray, kind of a burnt fire look or an arcane look if you want to... What's the word I'm looking for? If you want to diagnose what it is. Okay, so the shoulders are Mop tier PvP. Chest is Korthia, as well as the legs, also from Korthia. That's Kyrian campaign. The belt is Nyalotha Mythic. Maut is the boss. That would be the mana-infused sash. Moving on, we're going to hook you up with, I do believe, the legs, as we mentioned, part of the same tier set as the chest, which is Korthia, Kyrian campaign, Rep and Renown on the chest piece. Next piece, we have a Void Elf Lady, Unchained Gladiator Silk Gloves, Ouroboros, conquest points, but time is running out on that, so eventually it's going to be Marks of Honor. The feet are Psychic Subtle Slippers, Nyalotha Mythic. Prophet Skitra is the boss, so a little bit of Nyalotha Mythic, a little bit of Korthia, Kyrian, the shoulders, PvP Mop, the back, Korthia, Kyrian. So we're pulling the chest, the legs, and the back piece from Korthia, the Kyrian campaign. Headpiece is Wide Level Engineering. And finally, the weapon, also Nyalotha Mythic, is the place. A lot of the pieces with this set are interchangeable with the previous set. I call those flex mogs. And you could even kind of create your own creative look by mixing and matching this set and the previous set. So the Flameheart investment, as you can see, is the chest piece mythic. Vault of Wardens. We're also pulling, I'm not so sure about the legs, we'll get to that, but yes, the belt is very familiar. Mana infused sash, that would be Ny'alotha mythic. Mott, as you can see, it looked a little bit different on the Zandalari troll as opposed to the human being here. That would be the belt. That's just the way it goes. Some things look different based on the gender, the race anyway. The legs, as you can see, are Sanguine Depths. The hands, as you can see, Manceroy's or Maceroy's Flame Fist. Maceroy Flame Fist drops the hands. Next up, the feet are from Nazmir. Dead Rot Shaman drop it, or if you want to farm it, or you could buy it on the auction house. The back, Bastion, Carrion Campaign. You can also go with the Gilded Thorian Cloak if you want. The tabard here is Macquarie, the Argusian Reach. Quartermaster sells that. You got to get rep and some gold for that. The headpiece, as you can see, Arcatraz, which spins you all the way back to BC, and the weapon, Ny'alotha Mythic, for the staff. For all those Night Fae mages, we've got a pretty cool set here for you. Night Fae Courtiers Amos, Ardenweald, Night Fae Campaign, Rep and Renown. In order to get those shoulders, I do believe we're pulling the belt, as well as, I'm not sure if those are bracers or those are gloves. We will find out though, from that Night Fae campaign. As you can see, Antares LFR version for the robe. The belt, Night Courtier sash, part of the same set as the shoulders and the, I'm not sure if they're bracers or gloves, but we will find out, I promise you. WoD PvP vendor, Wild Combatants Reprieve. If you're on the Horde side, you're going to have to be a warmonger in order to get that. The hands, which are, yes, they are hands. They are gloves. Ardenweald Night Fae campaign. Night Courtier's hand wraps is what we are hooking you up with. So a couple of pieces from that Night Fae campaign. Netherweed boots, which are kind of your grayish, slightly purple boots, BC level tailoring. Check your local tailor or your local auction house. Checking out the back. Going with something rather simple, the dark leather cloak, vanilla level leatherworking. You could also go with the Night Fae campaign, the same cloak that matches the shoulders, the belt, and the gloves if you want. Just a little bit of flexibility. And finally, the weapon, Hellfire Citadel Heroic. Primarily some Korthia pieces here. Venthyr campaign Korthia. Keep in mind, you might be able to get these pieces as a quest reward with those dailies in Korthia, or of course, you'd have to get some rep and renown in order to pick them up. So the shoulders, the belt, the boots, and the gloves are all from the Korthia campaign. The chest, as well as the legs, are part of a drop set from Vanilla WoW, which you can buy on the auction house or farm out. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that the legs and the chest drop from Scarlet Monastery. I also do think that they drop from No Moran. I'm not 100% sure, but if you type in silver dash thread pants in Wowhead, they'll kind of give you other places that you can get it. I always try to throw out the place with the best drop rate. So, of course, you could always just buy those on the auction house as well. Look at the cape. I think it goes really enormously well with this. I guess you could use this for mostly Frost, also for Arcane, and well, actually it doesn't work for Frost, come to think of it. So forget I said that. Arcane, Fire, not for Frost. But if you want to make it for Frost, you could easily do it. I think I did a very similar set here for Priest as well. This works for Priest pretty much as is. And finally, we get to the weapon, which is the Pillar of the Drowned Cabal. I want to thank all of you for stopping by, and I'm going to leave you with this final thought. Whatever it is by you, whether it's morning, afternoon, or night, like it is here and now, make your day epic.